Welcome back, everybody, to day 27 of our 30 days of daily play inside your new art journal with 365 prompts to stay inspired all throughout the year. Yesterday and the day before, I introduced a new technique to you, which is line and wash. And that's when you're combining line drawings or ink with watercolor. So there's two ways to do it. You can start with the watercolor and add the line work after, or you can start with the line work and then add the watercolor. So it's kind of up to you. It's also dependent on the materials that you have. I'm going to be checking the chat to see which one that you prefer, whether you prefer to start with the watercolor or you prefer to start with the line. I think if you're somebody who likes more detail, you would start with the line work. Whereas if you want to keep things a little bit more loose, I would recommend starting with the watercolor and then just adding a little bit of detail with the line work after. So we're going to keep those explorations going for the next 2 days. We're going to start by adding line work to the watercolor drawing here. Then we're going to add watercolor to the line work on this side. So because this drawing is already inside of your book, you can use a brush pen, you can use your Sakura Micron fine liner pen. It is completely up to you which one you want to go with. I think you know by now I'm very biased towards my brush pen because I like the little variation in line width differences that I can achieve with this. So I'm going to go ahead and you can watch me sort of fill in these petals with a little bit of line work. Okay, so hopefully you noticed while I was sort of filling these in with very loose line work that I often didn't lift my pen off the page. And that's a little preview of something that you're going to be learning in a bit called continuous line drawing. And that's obviously when you put your pen on the page and you don't lift it until you've completed the drawing. We touched on that during the walk the line prompt during the beginning of the 30-day challenge, but it's helpful sometimes when you're drawing to just helps you loosen up, because once your pen hits the page, you kind of have to just follow it, and it makes it so that you're less likely to sit there drawing every single detail. I also added some veining to my flowers. You could do the same with the leaves like this, adding a line down the center. That often makes them look a little bit more realistic and just gives them a bit of dimension. But the goal of today's exercise is just to continue sort of developing your knowledge and your skill of the line and wash technique. So today we started with the wash. It was already there for you. I already painted it for you. And then tomorrow we're going to be adding watercolor to the line work.